Good afternoon and welcome to today's Smart Investing Daily Briefing. And today, Chase, we're talking about Johnson & Johnson. Some big news today. The stock was down about 10%, and actually the Dow was down like 500 points. J&J accounted for probably about 20, maybe 25% of that downtime.
I mean, some big news today, and I love Johnson & Johnson. It's a great company. I mean, they got a lot of great products, but again, some issues with their talc powder or baby powder.
Right.
That's what it's more commonly referred to as, and the reason they're down is there's been an issue that supposedly J&J has known about this talc powder causing cancer, right, for the last about 30-year period, 1971 to early 2000.
50 years. I mean, it started back in 1971. They're going way back. So that's almost 50 years that they're talking about. And the thing what happens with businesses, I've seen this over my 40 years of doing this, is that something like this comes out, attorneys immediately jump on the bandwagon and file lawsuits. Well, that doesn't mean they're going to win. That means they see something. They then have to figure out now how they're going to win this. Now the thing, and I dealt with Merck back when Merck went through the Vioxx thing and so forth. I said, I bought Merck at half price because there was no way I could see they could win that. The same thing here. This is going to be very hard to prove the damages and how to relate them to the people. It's just, I just don't see how they're going to do it.
I think the hard thing to prove is, well, yes, you might have had people that used talc powder and generated cancer. How many people used talc powder and did not generate cancer? I think I used baby powder when I was a kid. I
used it all the time. You just dumped it all over.
Yeah. So I mean, I don't have cancer yet. Hopefully, I don't get it. But there's a lot of people that didn't develop it. So I think that's where it's going to be hard to prove.
And that's what it was with the Merck Vioxx situation, is that they couldn't prove it's directly related to that. And they actually had 5 people that, I believe it was 5, that were actually passed away, but they couldn't prove it wasn't from other factors. Same thing here. Now, looking at should you buy the stock based on this, right now, I mean, they've got a good balance sheet, but I'm not excited about this yet.
Like I said, not much debt, good cash flow. The other thing I like about this company is they have a lot of safe products that, I mean, they're the ones with Band-Aid and, right, they have Band-Aid?
I think they have Band-Aid, yeah.
So, I mean, they got products that are going to weather a downturn regardless of the economy and so forth. So I like that. The reason you said we don't like it is the valuation. It's still not looking good. I mean, current stock price is about $135 a share. You see 2020 EPS about $8.20. So, I mean, it sounds okay, but still just not that exciting. Current forward PE is about 16.5.
Yeah, and then when we look at this, it's like, okay, around 135 now, we might become interested if the stock would fall to around 100, because then you're getting a good value for it. But you got to kind of watch this, what's going on with the lawsuits. The company does deny it, saying, no, we've never done that, it doesn't cause cancer and so forth. So there could be more bad news coming out from it, but we'll see as time goes on. But right now, our target buy price would be about $100 a share.
Yeah, and I'd love to pick up a company like Johnson & Johnson. Again, great names, great brands, so hey, keep an eye on it.
Yep, we'll be watching it. I hope you are as well. And also listen to the radio show on Saturday mornings at 8 o'clock on AM 760, and also rebroadcast at 5 o'clock on Sundays. Have a great weekend.